Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Aisha here, and I have a special guest. She's back again.
Hi guys.
Okay, so you already know who she is. And yeah, so make sure you look in the description bar below and get her details. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you follow Jadi TV. We're not playing out here, okay? And make sure you subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you know it every single time that I post. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below. And now let's get to the intro. Okay girl, you ready?
I'm ready.
Cheers.
She's treating me today. It's
You know?
port wine.
Port wine.
Never
I love
had
me
it
some
before.
port wine.
But it does taste nice, guys.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Yeah. How do you like port wine?
It's nice. It's nice and sweet.
Yeah, right. Nice and sweet, and the fact that it's cold, also it's very strong.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's like 20%.
Okay.
So if you drink a lot, that's why I bought like a really small glass.
It doesn't.
That's just, like,
It really tastes different from like red wine.
it does.
Which I don't like red wine at all. So the fact I'm even drinking is good. So,
Yeah. I think I really used to like red wine, but as soon as I tried port wine, I can't drink red wine again. It has to be red port wine.
Yeah.
If it's not, I don't want it.
Interesting.
Period. How do you like this hair? At first, when I first got the hair, I was like, I like how big it is because I like big hair, but I was like, I don't know about the color. But now I feel like the color is sort of, I'm starting to like it. It's starting to grow on me a little bit.
I've always known you afro, so the hairstyle is nice, and I feel like the color really suits you as well.
Yeah, I'm
it
kind of
definitely
like,
suits
okay.
like your makeup look right now too.
Yeah, I was like, do you know what, I want a little brown today.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, because normally I like colorful makeup, so I was like, today I want to keep it a little bit subtle. Let's try the Nubian brown skin goddess. Okay, but yeah, okay, let's get into today's video. You ready? Do you need closure from an ex?
I don't know why I made that sound.
I'm like, wait.
No. I feel like my way of like how do I say this? My way of like, I don't get closure. I just
Lock off.
get busy, get to work.
Okay.
Yeah, which I think is very toxic, and maybe closure will be a good way. I've never been the kind of girl that sends long messages.
Paragraphs.
I don't
Nah,
like that.
I
do not.
So that you could air me.
I know. And now like my self-worth is now decreased because of that. No, I can't do that. I just get busy and
just do that.
yeah.
I have a friend who sends paragraphs, but she finds it effective. What she does is after she sends the paragraph, she either blocks you or then just deletes the chat and closes the chat. So she doesn't care anymore whether or not you respond. She just said what she said for herself. She's like, I'm saying my bit. You either respond, you don't respond. That's your business. I'm just gonna give myself my closure.
Interesting.
But for me, I guess in these streets, I've been doing hard guy. I'm not sending you a paragraph.
Honestly, I grew up with like loads of male cousins, so I know how it is when like they're around and they're talking about the girls that send them. She's moist, but this is that. I never want to be that girl.
Never,
so I don't do that.
Never. I'm not sending you no paragraphs to break up with you. I'm not sending you no paragraphs for closure. Now, if we're in a relationship and you did something wrong to me in that moment, now I can send you my paragraphs. Yeah. And I do write good paragraphs. I'm one of those ones that will proofread it a few times because I want to make sure.
Send it to the group chat. Is this okay?
Yeah, I want to make sure that you cannot come back on any point and say, oh well, this is not quite correct. No, I will read it. I'll be like, first, sometimes it's like an argument, like a proper professional argument.
This is a lawyer. So I won't even get into paragraphs of this one. I'm like, yes, ma'am.
I'm like, we're playing this game today, honey. I'm giving you my paragraph, but before you would get me there, that means you must have done a lot of stuff. Yeah. Because I tend to overlook people's faults. I don't like to bring up things like that. Once I start to see that, I told you, Elizabeth, I told you while smiling, I don't like it. And you did it again. I told you while smiling, I don't like it. Guess who's gonna send a paragraph? You clearly don't take me seriously. You've done this. That's very insensitive. And sometimes I keep the paragraphs going. So if you send "I'm sorry" in between, is annoying because I feel like you haven't fully
grasped. It's meant
grasped.
to be a conversation.
Exactly.
I'm meant to understand your point of view, understand mine, and then come to some sort of conclusion. You can't just say I'm sorry like that.
Thank you, because I find that sometimes people saying I'm sorry makes it feel like you're shutting me up.
Yeah.
Like, no, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
I will let you speak. Let me speak. Let me say my mind's content. Let me be content with everything I've said, and make sure that I've said my bit.
Yeah.
Then you can say sorry if you feel that you need to say sorry, like you've done something wrong and you need to apologize for it, and do that.
That's fine. With me, like, when I see, like, there was one time when I was talking to a guy, and then we was always meant to meet up or go on dates and stuff like that, because this guy will talk, oh, I'm very serious with you, but at this age where I feel like we're both adults, I don't need to tell you certain things. You should just know, and you just do. So I overlook, but I observe. I don't even say anything. I observe again. I don't say anything. Say third time you do it, bye, it's okay. I won't say anything as well. You just never see me again. I always know when someone will never see me again. I always know. I'm like, this person will never see me again.
I just look at you, and in my head I know that this will be the last time.
Yeah.
Or even like sometimes when people like have conversations with you, maybe someone you met online and they talk to you, the first conversation I'm like,
nah,
you ain't gonna see me or speak to me again.
Yeah.
This is the end, you know. And I also do the thing that you do in terms of just not talking to anybody, not just talking again. You will just not hear from me.
Yeah.
And then be wondering like, what the heck. However, when I'm in a relationship, I like to give it a little bit of
leniency.
No, I'm savage. I'm nicer as a friend. I'm just saying. I'm savage in relationships and nicer as a friend, trust me. Just keep me as a friend. It's for your own good. But for real though, like with closure, I don't really care. Like worst case scenario, I'll write it in my journal and get my closure.
Okay.
You know, I don't feel like I need to write you a paragraph and be like, oh my god, this is what you did to me, da 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 da. If I've told you this is not working, this is how I feel, I would give you the decency of at least trying to have a telephone conversation if it can't be face to face. And yeah, we just end things and that's it. Like I don't really, you know how certain people, they end things and then weeks after they're sending voice notes and messages, babe, I think I need closure, does this mean we're done? For me, if I say we're done, we're done. Yeah. Like I don't go back to exes. Do you ever go back to exes?
I don't go back to exes. I remember I was dating a guy, then we broke up. And then I always give like 4 months before I start looking elsewhere, because you never know what might happen. I just get back together. I don't like telling people we're broken up, going back together, broken up. No. And then before the end of that 4 months, I was like, do you want to start talking again? He said, no. Since then, never. That was my closure then. He said no, me too. What am I going to chase a guy? No. I'm a fan girl. I can't chase. So I was like, no.
Period.
I can't go back. No, I can't go back.
He said no, he's annoying. He didn't even say why. He just said no.
He was like, no. But then again, I found out because maybe 2 months later he started posting a new girl. So I'm thinking that was like, what, 6 months? What? So as soon as we broke up, were you talking to someone else to get comfortable enough to now post someone else? Like,
do you know what happened?
I was like, okay, cool.
In all fairness to people like that, I can't lie. I can be quick.
Okay.
Like if we're done today, we're done today. The next morning I'm free. However, the difference is I wouldn't get into anything serious. Also, I wouldn't get into anything. Do you know what I mean? It would probably just be entertaining people if they messaged me. I'm like, alright, cool, sure. But I wouldn't get into anything because I'm just, for me, like I can leave a relationship and wait a year because I'm like, bruh, I like being single in the first place. So like I'm like, bruh, you've released me, thank you. I'm gonna just chill here for a while until you know what happens. Yeah. But yeah.
Same. Single life, honestly, enjoy it. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's bliss. Did you feel in quarantine though? Did you feel a little lonely? Like in, you know, being single and stuff, like in quarantine can be quite hard, no?
I feel like I was always talking to someone. Low-key, I didn't behave. I was not meeting up with people. I'm not going to lie. I went on 2 holidays, babe.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. So I don't really feel lonely. Yeah, I just kind of kept myself. And obviously then that's when I started at Jolly TV. So there's always something going on in my head. But yeah, I didn't really feel lonely, and I definitely enjoyed being single during quarantine and stuff like that.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Looks like someone was. I think for me, Christmas, I tend to feel a little lonely in Christmas, but that's only because I feel like with Christmas, most people are with their families.
Yeah, so many, and like from my family to yours.
Right, exactly. And yeah, exactly. We don't do all of that. Bear in mind, I'm from a Muslim family. You know, like, granted, like, most of us aren't Muslims anymore, but we still don't really celebrate Christmas.
Same.
Exactly, we don't really celebrate Christmas. So I was just this was when I started using Clubhouse. I was literally just on Clubhouse listening to random stuff, talking to random people, because that was that was how I spent Christmas.
I think I was, I think seasonal, like, Valentine's, Christmas, like, you do feel the loneliness. I felt the loneliness at Christmas as well, wishing I had somebody. Going on Instagram, seeing from my family to you. Finding out someone is pregnant on Christmas Day, like, damn, at least you have someone. But yeah, like, I did feel it then.
Yeah, I think Christmas I definitely felt it, because I couldn't even hang around with my friends that I would normally hang around with. Because, like, everyone was with their own families.
Literally, you know me, like, my family's like Muslim as well, literally the same. I feel like we could have hung out.
We could have. No, we're fighting. I guess next Christmas. Okay. If I'm not in Nige.
Okay, I might be in Nige as well.
Alright, cool, let's do it.
We gonna see how it goes.
Right. Yeah, like, that Christmas I was like, and also because the Christmas before I was in Nigeria and I had a blast. Like, I had the best time of my life. It was so good. Shout out to AG. Shout out to all the people that made Christmas fun for me the year before. The whole Christmas period, you guys. Last year I felt it. Last year I was like, oh my god, is this Christmas? The bottom line is, I feel like the thing is, a lot of people, well, actually, let's say a good chunk of people that I've heard always say things like they want closure. So they end up meeting up with this ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend saying, I want closure, let's talk about it. What is it about the relationship you didn't like? What is it about this? And then they have these conversations, or sometimes end up sleeping in their bed and then getting pregnant.
I think most of the time they want to get back together, or they want to sleep together. And
you think that's what the closure is about?
Yeah, definitely. And
well, just one more.
Yeah, literally. But there's one thing I saw on Twitter. This girl posted, like, she done like a guy that she used to sleep with, so she done like a whole survey thing for him to fill out. She's like, this survey, how was the relationship, how was the sex, which was important, how was this, how was that, how was that. Instead of like actually writing this long message, he just filled that out. It's not even that he has to write, just rate it out of 10 and stuff like that. Do you have any notes? And I was like, this is actually smart.
Do you know what it is?
But do you
know what it is, Joe? It is really smart. However, it's also concerning. What if you had this horrible ex that is like, you know, the food was trash, the sex was trash, you looks like a mess.
You have to curse the person. He's mad.
Do you know what I mean? Because like sometimes, for me, thank God, I have decent exes, except one that was the spawn of Satan. But let's move on. Do you know what I mean? So the rest were fine. So I actually have cordial relationships with these people. Some of them are actually my friends. Like, I call them and speak to them and have conversations.
That should be the next topic. With your ex.
Okay. Well, we can do it in this one. I think you can.
Can you be friends with your ex? The next topic, Aisha.
Let's talk about it. Yes, you can be friends with your ex, as long as there are boundaries. I'll give you an example. From me, if I've dated you before, I don't want to come back. Do you guess? I have no intentions of coming back. Like, I like you know me, I know you, you know, we've moved on, but we can still have conversation. But then again, it could also be because I tend to have celibate relationships. So there wasn't much. You get, yes, the emotions were there, but that's about it. And then the emotions evolve into friendships. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like maybe that's why for me, I can be friends with my exes. Like, there are certain exes that I can call today. If I call any of my ex today, you'd probably be like, oh my god, you guys are like best friends, banter. Yeah,
I don't have that kind of relationship with any of them.
Really? Not even one?
There's one, if I call right now and I'll be saying, hi, I still love you.
There's one I won't talk to. That one, he's married today and will probably still say he still loves me. So
there's one that he will pick up my call. I don't even know, because I never actually tried to call any of them back, to be honest. Yeah, that's really it. I only have like 3 exes. So
the rest you don't claim.
I don't. She's funny.
If you dated me before I was 21, you're not my ex.
Before I was even 24. Okay,
that means I don't have it. Maybe I probably have one.
Okay, just name that one.
But if it's what if it was a strictly online relationship, long distance? What happens then? Am I not claiming them?
You're not claiming them.
Really?
No.
But that was one of my most meaningful relationships.
Because you didn't meet up and spend time with the person. That's why. When you spend time, now see there's socks everywhere. You didn't really see the person.
Because that means I have no exes.
That's good. Well done.
If you're my ex, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm your ex. But then that's the thing. You might think you're my ex, but to me, I don't know you.
There's so many like that.
Oh my
yeah, I used to talk to her. It's not me you used to talk to. It's only me.
But you know what it is, though? I think people need to understand the distinction between I used to talk to her, as in we used to just talk banter, or we're in a relationship. We're not. If you did not say be my girlfriend and I said yes, if I did not say yes and you did not ask me to be your girlfriend specifically, we are not. We were not in a relationship.
There's no way we used to talk, because I talk to everybody.
Thank you.
My pastor now say I used to talk to Tommy. Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. No. Exactly. I know. Also, it's like, what's the point of bringing that up?
I think it's just things that guys do.
Like, oh my god, I used to talk to that girl. Like, who cares?
When you're a fine girl, they want to claim you somehow. And the person that will now say, oh, I used to talk to her to someone else that probably wants to date you, that same person will text you, hey, how are you, miss you.
Yeah, and I'm like, I beg you. Or like,
that actually happened to me. I was dating someone, and then he went to like a shisha bar, and then he was talking about me to his friends. This is what he tells me. He was talking about me to his friend, and then this other guy comes like, oh, is that Tommy, the girl that when I was actually into modeling? He was like, oh, that she models. Yeah, so talk to her. This is that. That same guy, I think I saw him 3 months later. I saw him at one station. He was now like, oh, hey, long time. Like, let me get your number. I was like, no, I'm not gonna call you. Like, what is all this? When I know what you have said, like, you guys are dumb. Honestly, don't listen to that stuff that a guy says about a girl, because he probably likes her.
He probably likes her, and he couldn't get with her, so he decided to just lie on
literally her. Why are you going to, I was dating him, he knows about me, he told you to anyways,
right? Like, you're like, I'm gonna keep that one.
Are you not asking for my number? Come make sense. The math is not mathing right now.
Yeah, it's just it's not adding up. It's not adding up.
What?
It's not. I think I've had one where someone reached out to me, a friend of mine from uni. She messaged me and she was like, I met this guy, was saying you're his sister, or you're like a sister to him. I'm like, oh, so he wants to sleep with his sister. No, for real, don't just say it.
What?
This is a guy that's been moving to me for at least 6 to 7 years, if not longer. He's been trying it every time. Do you get to now call me sis to someone, say, oh, she's like a little sis to me, so you want to date your little sis? Come on now, what are we doing?
I'm glad you said that openly to her, so she knows what's up.
I said to her, I was like, wait, who? Because I was shocked that he would ever think or try and ever say that I'm like his little sis. Because I'm like, you're the one that's forever moving to me. If I said yes today, we'll probably be in a relationship. You know? Like, so I'm his little sis. I said little sis, so you want to smash your little sis? I said send me a picture. It was the guy. I was like, heck no. This guy that's married to me, he's my little sis? No, nah, don't do it. Why do people do that? If you're a guy and you've ever done that, please confess your sins in the comment section.
We'll pray for you.
Yes. Special prayer, because you need it. Definitely do. But yeah, I personally think you don't need closure. I think closure is what you give yourself. I personally don't think you need to go and, message the guy to be like, your essay.
No, you don't need to do that.
Send the essay to yourself and then delete it. Like, it's not that deep.
You feel so much better if you actually do that.
That being said, I feel like I have to say something though. I think Tamara Housley, Tia and Tamara. Yeah. So Tamara one time said she sent a paragraph to her ex. And apparently she sent everything, and she, it was like a closure for her and everything. She put everything in there. And then he came back and apologized and said that, years later, said that basically that paragraph made him a better person. He saw how much he hurt her and he didn't want to do that to anyone again. I was like, wow.
Why do I need to be the punching bag? What? That's why I won't send the paragraph. So that every girl can feel the demon that you have. What?
Watch out for your sisters now.
Yeah, so I don't go on Instagram and don't see wedding picture. Possible. Part of my culture is saying it will not be well with you. I'm checking it.
You're like, nah.
Nah, I ain't doing that. Nah.
You're like, nah.
Nah, I need to
Go be someone about headache.
You know, I need to see in 5 years time know that okay, I did better than this one. That's my closure. So that's why I said I get to work.
That's my closure.
That's why I say I get to work. I focus on myself. I don't want to do all that. What?
Fair enough. That's, I guess focusing on work is your closure.
Yeah, honestly. So shout out to Tia. Is it Tia or Tamara? Tamara that did that. Shout out to Tamara.
Alright, I think that's it. Like, I personally don't think you need closure. I think the closure you probably need is writing a really good, you know, heartfelt letter or paragraph to him without sending it to him.
Yeah.
Write it in your journal or whatever, and then delete it or don't delete it.
Yeah.
And that's it. At least you have that.
Do you know what's really good closure? To understand that, of course, like maybe you were hurt in a relationship, but also feel like, okay, this person doesn't have this power over me anymore, and I'm going to love myself and not tell them, not that you're hiding it from them, but just be like, okay, this is the situation that I was in. I'm going to make sure the next one is better, but for now I'm going to work on myself. You don't always need to tell them, just don't tell them anything, okay? Basically, just work on yourself, guys. Like, just understand, like, self-reflect on how you was, how it was as well, what you could have done better, what he could have done better, and then look for that in the next guy that you eventually date, and then try to also be a better person for the next guy as well. So you don't really have to message the person if you don't want to get back with the person. That is, we don't need closure. Closure is just something we tell ourselves that we need, but you're good, babe. You're good, babe. You got this. Read the Bible. That's enough closure.
Read the Bible.
We're being honest. That's what you need.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people will be doing closure and end up pregnant.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay away from closure.
If you really,
I think as long as you give yourself closure in your mind, in your head,
yes,
that's all that matters. You don't need to be in front of someone.
You don't need to vocalize it and try to get someone's approval for your closure or something like that. You don't need to have
your closure is not dependent on someone else.
Yeah.
Like, you should have your closure regardless. Like, I have closure regarding all of my relationships because I give it to myself.
Yeah.
It was a free gift. It's never gonna happen again, okay? Alright, cool. That's your closure. You know, so that's my closure to myself.
Yeah.
And it works. But yeah.
Yeah. If you're not crazy, then yeah. Some people are crazy. You're being honest.
Right. So it's like, since you are the closure.
Yeah. like look within. Yeah. But yeah, guys.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.
And I love the lavender on you.
I love the white on you.
Oh, thank you.
I might wear white next time.
You should. You should. Well, let's see. Well, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you share. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't. What are you doing if you haven't subscribed? We finna fight. Like, but yeah, thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.